Solana blockchain is down again. Is this it for Solana, or is there still hope? Solana blockchain is down again. Why did it happen? And how will it affect their investors? Investors who have invested their money now want their money back. Here is everything you need to know about it. Hello friends, welcome back to CryptoTrends. Today, we are going to discuss everything you may need to know about your investment. So, what are we waiting for? Let us start with the video. During the early hours of Thursday morning, the Solana blockchain network was brought to a halt. An issue that caused an outage on the Solana mainnet was announced. In the recent past, the Solana network, which is sometimes referred to as the Ethereum killer, has been experiencing a number of outages. On May 1st, 2022, the network experienced its most recent outage, during which it remained offline for close to 7 hours until being successfully repaired. It is believed that a surge in the number of transactions was the cause of the most recent disturbance. A transaction had not been executed on the Solana blockchain for 6 hours and 48 minutes, as indicated by the Solana Blockchain Explorer located in Solana Beach. On Twitter, less than 3 hours before the end of this period, Solana Status announced the issue and urged all validators to get ready for a restart of the network. After some time, the group figured out what was causing the issue. According to their explanation, a problem in the durable nonce transactions feature led to non-determinism when nodes gave different outcomes for the same block, which halted the progression of the network. On Twitter, a number of users are expressing their concerns about the matter at hand and pointing out that, rather than receiving a big update, the problems with the Solana network have become even more severe. Engineers are working on a fix that will temporarily disable the durable nonce transaction feature until a full-fledged patch can be developed. This update is currently in the final stages of development. For the time being, all funds on the network are safe. However, it's now impossible to conduct transactions because new blocks are not being generated. Blocks are the data units that new transactions are added to when they're recorded in the ledger of a cryptocurrency over the course of time. In September, Solana was taken offline due to resource exhaustion, which resulted in a denial of service across the network. This outage was also caused by a similar issue. In January, the network once again encountered a significant slowness as a result of an increase in the number of heavy compute transactions, which led to the failure of a great number of others. Even as recently as a month ago, millions of NFT transactions brought the network to a standstill and caused it to choke. It is common knowledge that Solana can achieve a throughput of up to 50,000 TPS, which in comparison to other chains results in transfers that are both quicker and less expensive. In contrast, Ethereum has seen millions of transactions fail while still being paid for over the course of the past few months. This is primarily due to the high gas fees. After the disturbance, Solana tweeted a status update with a summary of what had taken place. According to what they said, earlier today, a flaw in the durable nonce transactions feature led to non-determinism when nodes gave different outcomes for the same block, which blocked the network from moving further. In response to the issue, a developer working on the Solana blockchain made a message on Twitter in which they stated, "Chain splits take place when two parts of the network compute a different state given the same transactions for any reason. They belong to a category of errors that are difficult to eliminate completely, even with extensive testing, and they can manifest in any chain." In addition to this, he said that the construction of numerous nodes is a fantastic strategy for avoiding chain split problems. The developer also notes that this restart is merely a temporary fix for the issue and not a permanent solution to the problem. After more than 6 hours, the network was successfully repaired and the information was broadcast via the blockchain's official Twitter handle. Transactions were halted for more than 6 hours while the issue was being addressed and fixed. Even earlier, the network of the digital asset was plagued by a series of blackouts and service issues that lasted for as long as 18 hours. This infuriated traders who watched the values of their portfolios decrease while they were unable to unload tokens from their accounts. According to what Solana stated previously in a post on Twitter, the network and the funds continue to be safe. Even though Solana's ascent to the upper echelon of the best alternatives to Bitcoin and Ethereum in the cryptocurrency space has been lightning fast, the platform has been plagued by outages in the past several months. On Thursday, the price of Solana's SOL token continued its downward trend for a third consecutive day, dropping as much as $38.67 and underperforming the majority of other major tokens. However, the price has since recovered and bounced back in the last 24 hours. Decentralized finance, or DeFi, problems can be solved by the highly functional open-source project known as Solana, which capitalizes on the permissionless aspect of blockchain technology to do so. Solana is one of the top 10 cryptocurrency assets. However, it has dropped by a significant amount from its all-time high of $259.96, which it reached in November of 2021. A blockchain designed for common use, Solana is an alternative to Ethereum. Because of its distinct underlying technical architecture, software developers are required to write programs in Rust rather than Solidity or Viper. End-user applications in the Solana ecosystem include non-fungible tokens, or NFT, decentralized finance, markets, gaming, and e-commerce platforms, amongst others. Following the outage that occurred a month ago, one of the recent upgrades made by Solana was expected to tackle the challenges caused by the network's congestion. Because it can be utilized at lower cost and in a more expedient manner than Ethereum, Solana has been gaining popularity in the NFT and DeFi ecosystems over the past several years. According to its website, the company's blockchain is capable of processing 50,000 transactions every second, and the company's average cost per transaction is 25/100ths of 1 cent. The maximum number of transactions that can be processed on Ethereum per second is approximately 13, and the fees associated with each transaction are significantly higher than those on Solana. During the run-up in the price of cryptocurrencies in 2018, investors who had been primarily focused on Ethereum started diversifying their holdings into Solana and other alternative blockchains. In June 2021, Solana successfully completed a private token sale that raised $314 million, led by Andreessen Horowitz and Polychain Capital. But the trade-off has been crystal clear over the past year and a half, as the blockchain network has suffered several breakdowns. In the most recent instance, which occurred on May 1st, Solana became unusable for a period of several hours before it was brought back online in a manner analogous to that of its validator network being restarted. In a post that was published not long ago, Solana Status stated that the mainnet beta required to restart from the validators. According to what was written in the post, validator operators should get ready for a restart in the MB Validators channel on Discord. At the time this video is being produced, the validator Discord chat was in the midst of continuing conversation over restarting. In an effort to remedy the current state of affairs, the Solana team has requested that validators restart the network. It has issued instructions for validators, which include taking a snapshot of a particular time slot from which the network can be rebooted. These instructions can be found on its website. It is important to note that Solana markets itself as a high-performance blockchain. However, over the course of the past year, it has experienced a number of outages and has struggled with block congestion. In the same manner, as it did on Wednesday, Solana froze for approximately 7 hours before it was brought back online by means of a validator restart. This happened just a month ago. Instead of relying on temporary fixes like band-aids, as many internet users proposed, Solana's team should do more in-depth research to discover a solution to the recurring power shortages that will be effective in the long run. According to information provided by a trusted source, the Sol coin, which is indigenous to the Solana blockchain network, has experienced a loss of 12.52% and is currently trading at $39 as of 11:30 a.m. today. So, I think we're at the end of the video, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then give this video a thumbs up. Smash that subscribe button and press the bell icon so you will never miss any update. And if you have any questions or queries on your mind, let me know in the comment box, and also check out our channel where you'll find more really cool stuff.